This here is what I bought. It is a Radeon R9 270 graphics card. According to the box, it is an OC edition. I don't know how fast. It has 2 gigabytes of GDDR5 graphics memory. It's also got, according to Asus, special components or higher quality long life components. And it says here GPU tweak, which I think is some of their overclocking software to achieve the best efficiency tips or highest overclocking potential. As you can see on the box, this is a DirectCU2 OC edition. What you see here, that gives you an idea of what the card looks like. It's got 2 fans, and then a pretty extensive heat pipe and heatsink system to help keep it cool. Of course, on the back, you got your typical slowest stuff, telling you all about the card. Let's rate some of it. DirectCU2, 20% cooler and vastly quieter. Flattened copper heat pipes make direct contact with GPU surfaces, so heat is dissipated more efficiently, delivering 20% cooler and 3 times quieter performance than reference. Reference being reference solutions, of course. Super alloy power, enhanced durability and cooling. The exclusive alloy components help boost performance by reducing power loss, enhancing durability, and achieving cooler operation. The choke's concrete core eliminates the buzz sound in full load, while the capacitors assure a 50,000 hours lifespan, equivalent to 2.5 times longer than traditional capacitors. And I bet a lot of other companies can probably make the same claim. However, at least Asus is a really good, reputable brand. And here we have GPU tweak, real-time and intuitive graphics tuning. 1. Detailed specs and an actual card status with GPU-C. 1. Monitoring, which it provides real-time and detailed multi-parameter info. Automatically check and update drivers in BIOS versions. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about this card. It's going to replace a 5-year-old Radeon 5850 I currently have. So this upgrade's a long time coming. I don't want to say I need it as much as I want it, but as some of the games from the past couple of years really beat my Radeon 5850 down really hard. So this will make for a really good performance upgrade. And then some of the future games will definitely run on this without any trouble. The one I'm most excited about is Grand Theft Auto 5. I've been waiting for it to come out on PC. And I was kind of mad that the PS4 and Xbox One versions came out so quickly. But us PC gamers have to wait till January to get it. But I'm still really excited. I still need to get a RAM upgrade for my computer. If I hope to run it, decently, because I'm sure the game will want to use more than 4 gigs of RAM, or want a computer with more than 4 gigs of RAM. So sooner or later I'll buy 2 4 gig sticks and upgrade it to 8. So let's get this open. first outer sleeve box, you get a fairly generic white main box, you know, that holds the real strength of the whole total package. But that's one thing I like about computer boards, is they always come in these kind of clamshell boxes. You gotta lift the flap and open it up via here. Or actually, it's on this side. So yeah, this is very typical packaging for a computer board. This will make for really good crinkle tingles. Yeah, it's always a really good idea not only just to hold on to the packaging for return's sake, but these bags come in handy whenever you need to store something that might be susceptible to static discharge that might destroy it, because these are anti-static bags. So we have the graphics card right here. Sit down. But it comes with a VGA to HDMI adapter, which I won't even need. At least it makes good crinkle sounds. I'll hold on to it just in case. You never know when I might need it. Though, I probably will never need it. Also, it comes with an not an SLI, a crossfire bridge. So if I was to use two of these cards in parallel, this allows them to communicate with each other, to work with each other, to render images, either alternatively, as in, you know, in sequence, one card, then the other card, one card, then the other card, or half frame. I don't know if there's any other methods, but I'll never need this, but it'll be nice to have in case I actually do, which is probably never. Get through all the cushioning package, cushioning packaging. And of course, it comes with your typical multi-language instruction booklet and a driver's CD. But the drivers that are on the CD are likely already out of date. We'll just download the newest ones from AMD directly. So we'll just put these back in, along with the foam packaging for now. We'll set this aside and take a look at the actual card. So here we go. As you can see, this card is not small, but there are cards much, much bigger than this. It's got two fans. As you can see, there's a pretty substantial heatsink underneath. And underneath the packaging here, there's a heat pipe. That's part of the cooling system. I don't want to take it out of the bag just to minimize the risk of electrostatic discharge. I won't take it out until I'm ready to install it. But at least I can hopefully provide some good quality crinkle tingles with the bag itself. Let's see what kind of outputs are on this thing. Looks like the typical slew of two DVIs, an HDMI, and then a DisplayPort output. I'll probably only use the HDMI and the DVI. The monitor I'm using right now DVI. And then I have a TV that I like to hook up to my computer via the HDMI port. So those are probably the only two I'll ever use. Here you can see the pretty substantial underside of the video card. There's a lot of circuitry that goes into making one of these. Because not only do you have to have paths for computing into the memory, but you also have to have communication paths to the motherboard via the PCI Express 16 slot. There also has to be a lot of power management components on this card since it requires power directly from the power supply. It can't get it all from the motherboard. It needs too much power. But that just goes to show it also is kind of a workhorse. Now, I decided on this video card because it wasn't too pricey. I won't say how much it is, but it's well under $200, depending on where you buy it. But I decided on this one because it wasn't too expensive, and it's a definite upgrade from my Radeon 5850. In a lot of the newer games, and even some of the older ones like Battlefield 3, this should give me twice as much frame rate as the Radeon 5850. Plus, this will probably definitely give me 2 years of good gaming prowess with the newest games. So yeah, I'm pretty excited to put this in and give it a whirl. Now, a lot of you are probably thinking, why didn't you get with an NVIDIA card? Well, to be perfectly honest, I'm much more familiar with AMD stuff. So, because I'm much more knowledgeable with the AMD stuff, I'm definitely more willing to go with it instead. But I think I'll really enjoy this card. It should be pretty competent at what I want it to do and what I expect it to do. The 2 gigabytes of video memory kind of worries me a bit, but like I said, I'll probably only have this for a couple of years. Luckily, this wasn't so expensive that I couldn't afford to buy another one of this in the same price range, or another graphics upgrade in a couple of years in the same price range. So yeah, this is probably going to be a really good mid-range gamer video card. But hopefully I'll have a future video where I can give you some benchmarks and even give you some footage of some games in action. But I'm pretty excited to put this in, so I think I'll end it here. I can't wait to see what this thing does. Thanks for watching.